Hello and welcome to the world of Matthias. Today is a very exciting day because today we're going to open this yellow package here, and inside here should be a guitar model that I have never owned before. I don't think even I have played it. So this should be a V guitar. Yeah, I have great hopes for this one. It should be a custom model. It should be a cream white. So let's open it up and see what we got. I have come to really like these cases. They are good against moisture, or good against the cold or the heat, and they also provide really safe packing when you're sending them all over the world like you're doing with these. I actually save these, not all of them, but I save these cases if I want to send one of my own guitars sometimes, and I can use these again. Ooh, I can already say that I really love this color. This cream aged white. So good. Now look at this beautiful, beautiful guitar. It's quite light actually, and I really like that. So you can see there's no routing on the back. You have string through here. All the routing is done here on the front underneath the pickguard. I also love this pickguard. I love the small 50s pickguard. I like that better than the big one that you get on later models. I also love this tailpiece here, or what you should say, this V here. I think that is a really nice feature. And you have the Nashville bridge here, mounted on the wrong way, but that's okay. It's easy to fix, easy enough to fix. You have the little diamond down here, and all of that looks good and nice. The inlays here, yeah, all looks good. It is what it is. You have to polish this up, put a little lemon oil here, but the frets seems, yeah, they seem good enough. And yeah, I want to talk about this because the guitars that I've gotten lately, I've said that they were a little bit dirty and really didn't like that. And I talked to Cathy about that, and I told her that she should put those little silicone bags in the case just to keep the moisture out so the strings won't rust. And as you know, it can be a little bit hard to talk to Cathy, not because she is rude or anything, just because there's a language barrier. From what I could understand, they put a little bit of grease here on the fretboard, on the frets, and also on the strings. And that is to prevent them from rusting. So that's why they seem a little bit dirty when they come, because also when you have a little grease here, the dust and all small particles will stick to the fretboard and it will look very dirty and so on. But that was the explanation. It sounds pretty sound that that could be the case, because if you look at all the rest of the guitar, it's very clean. Yeah, I'm ready to accept that explanation. That's the price that you have to pay to get the guitar sent all over the world and get it without any rust on the strings or on the frets. You have to take it off and you have to clean it. Or have to, but if you want them super nice, you have to do that. But now you know the reason, and I think that's a good reason. Let's make this guitar complete. Let's start by this toggle switch knob here, because for some reason they always send these guitars, these custom guitars, with the black knobs, but they should really have white knobs, and I think that that makes a big difference. So if you're listening in China, the custom models should have a cream toggle switch knob. That should be fairly easy to do. Let's start up here on the head. As you can see, the head is really glossy and really nice. You can see that there is quite a depth in the mother of pearl inlay. Also down here, yeah, you have a truss rod cover. It's the Epiphone style. The binding and all of that is very nice. The nut could be filed a little bit better. I think it's quite rough now. Let's see the height of the strings. Yeah, I have to look at that as well. Just lower it a little bit and file it down so it has a little nicer shape to it. And going down the fretboard, nothing strange here. I just have to clean it, and I will show you after I've done that. And the inlays are what they are. They are a little bit smaller than the original Gibson, but they look nice, and I bet that they will look even nicer once I have polished them up. You have the plastic covers on the pickups. You have the bridge mounted the wrong way. And you have the tailpiece, the V tailpiece with the string through, which are very nice. All are gloss, all are very nice. There's no relicking going on this guitar. And you can also look here on the binding. It all looks very nice, very neat and tidy binding. We will have a look on the back side as well later. But here you go. All looks nice. And the pick guard and the little diamond here on the with the output jack is, it all looks very nice and tidy, and it's cut very nice. And it's also a protective film over the pick guard, so all will look much better when I remove that. And now let's flip the guitar over and have a look on the other side. Nothing really exciting going on here. We can mention that there are some string ferrules here that are gold. They are not in any way crooked or anything, so they look very nice. You can also see the finish here, a very nice finish, very glossy and no blemishes whatsoever. These parts are also a little bit tricky to both paint, lacquer and then buff up. But it seems very well done here. It's the fake Grovers, and these these white bits, you can just peel them off and you get some nice gold tuners instead. Let's look inside this guitar, see what we got. Now this is a stock guitar, so I'm not expecting anything fancy. I expect small pots, and I expect just the regular pair of pickups here. But what I do want to look at is how the routing is done and all of that, and also have a look at the wood inside here. Alright, so actually we have the big pots here, and they feel very nice, and they are 500 pots, and you have the little green pill here, and you also have the toggle switch. All is very nice here. Let's also have a look at this routing, and I think that this routing looks very neat and very nice. They have covered the cavity with paint, but here you can have a look here. In this part of the cavity you can actually see that there is a one-piece mahogany body. You can see some lines here, but that is just from the routing. They have routed this bit first, and then they're gone a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. And it's not that uncommon to get a one-piece mahogany body from China. If I should mention just something, it's that this have gone through here, but I have seen that in high-end guitars as well. It all feels pretty solid actually. Now let's look at these pickups. Seems like the ordinary Chinese humbucker pickups. I think that these are probably quite hot pickups. And I don't have to take off this one. We can take out that one just to look at the cavities. The cavities here looks, yeah, it looks fairly neat. And this one is the same. This had a red cord and this one has a yellow cord. It has some Chinese letters here, and this one says 50 and that one says 52. Look here at the cavity as well, and see that it's quite neat. You can see that there is quite a long tenon, but these type of guitars really need that. That's nothing very particularly special, but there you go. So yeah, let's put these back and we can measure the pickups as well. This is the bridge pot and it's 11.4, and this is the neck and it's 8.2. And the middle position is 4.7. Not very hot, but not somewhere in the middle, you might say. Let's mount this Nashville bridge on the right way with the adjusting screws facing backwards. The ABR one has the adjusting screws forward. Let's look here at the truss rod as well. Yeah, I think it all looks neat and good. Nothing particularly special to see here. And this is a two-way truss rod, so you can adjust the neck both ways, and that is actually superior to the Gibson truss rod. Should we do some measurements on the neck as well? We can do that. I've seen other ones do that, and it seems to be appreciated. You will get these in millimeters, and I will translate it on the screen to you. So this neck is 43, so quite a chunky neck up here. Down here by the 12th fret, 53 millimeters. 22 millimeters, 24 millimeters. And this is how the neck profile is, and as you can see, it's quite a nice C-shape neck. And now I would really like to clean this fretboard just to see how nice I can get it. This is just a tiny bit of cleaning and also polishing the frets. I have just used some Scotch-Brite and some steel wool. And this is the results if you do that. Also you can see the fretboard is very nice and it's clean. Just make sure to have a little bit of lemon oil when you get this and a little bit of Scotch-Brite. I use this F1 oil from Music Nomad, both as a cleaner and conditioner. And also I use this Scotch-Brite and some ordinary steel wool. And we are starting at 1.25 millimeters. I want to get this down to 0.75 millimeters. You want to go slow here. You don't want to take too much off. It's better to sneak up on a good result. And this is the end result of the filing of the nut, and yeah, it looks much nicer now. Not at all as bulky as it was before. Not as rough. It's a little smoother around the edges, and I also lowered the action here, so it's quite low now, and that makes taking accords much easier. So what are my final thoughts on this guitar? I think that this guitar is maybe one of the best guitars I've ever got from Cathy. Electric guitars, that is to say. It's a lightweight guitar, but still it's a very solid feeling guitar. All is very clean on it, and when I did the fretboard, also that came out super nice. I have nothing bad to say about this guitar. If you want, you can of course change out the hardware. You can of course change out the pickups. If you want to do that, that's very easy on this sort of guitar. This is top routed, so it's easier on this one than it is on a Les Paul, I would say. And also the tuners, you can change those. They have worked well for me. I kind of like these China Grovers. They are not bad, but they are not special, but you don't have to change them out. The Keystone tuners are usually much worse. Thank you very much, Cathy. This guitar is absolutely brilliant, and you and your guitar builders really did a fine job with this one. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.